At a Titanic exhibit a few years ago, I just happened to fall across my own name. So I thought then when my friend told me about this project, I was so excited to be part of it because there was an actual cake family on the Titanic ship.
Hi, in today's update we're going to go through our character creation process from scan to final detailed model, and we want to say thank you so much for your support so far. We are absolutely excited that we've already reached 25% of our goal with your support. The first step in the scan process is to photograph our model in 360 degrees. Then we take this photographic data and bring it into our photogrammetry software. From the data, we calculate a point cloud, which we edit and refine into a dense point cloud, and then a 3D model and texture. This raw scan data is now ready to hand over to our character artist.
Hi, I'm Jonathan Phillips, character artist on Titanic VR. So this is the scan data from our first female character for Titanic VR. As you can see, the scan captured a lot of nice detail, which will be a good starting point for the head. So we start with taking the scan data and removing the hair so that we can start with a bald mesh. We then take a low poly head and project it to fit the shape of the scan data. This is the result we get, not pretty, but again a good starting point. After a quick cleanup, we get this, still not perfect, but ready for the sculpting process to start. Moving up to subdivision level 5, again no significant changes to the overall shape of the mesh, just more small details being added around the lips and laugh lines. I've started to add in more detail to the eyes, trying to create that depth in the eye socket. Moving to number 6, and again not a lot being added, just more things getting sharper. Now subdivision level 7, this is finally when we start to see the character come to life. So we are playing with around 8.7 million polys at the moment. I think it's around the perfect amount to start adding in your details. I always like to add my details onto the mesh using layers, apply them on heavy and dial back if need be. So I start by adding a base layer alpha. This is really the skin texture. Then continue by adding some deep pores onto the side of the head. I continue by adding some stretch marks around the laugh lines, and then continue onto the base layer for the eyes and lips. I then add some bumps onto the neck and more wrinkles, both dialed back to the amount that is needed. Adding more bump to the neck before moving onto the bump for the top of the head. A little bit of bump for the ears before adding some deeper wrinkles to the neck. Adding in a couple of veins to the side of the forehead before adding in the final layer of detail around the eyes and different parts of the face. This is really the moment the character comes to life. So once the sculpting is complete, I move on to creating a diffuse map for the character. I like to use ZBrush, sometimes Mudbox to do all my textures. I think it's an easier process and I really like the results that you get. So to get these results I use a mix of painting from the photos taken of the person and also just painting by hand. Again using layers, not as neat this time mind you. But yeah, there you go. This is how we create characters for Titanic VR. Cheers.